So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very enthusiastic about this list. Summer's the worst time of year for fragrances for me. I live in Texas, it gets over 100 degrees, and yeah, it really kind of restricts what I can pull off and wear. Not a fan of the summer. Also, a lot of the fragrances just have such bad performance, and can you blame them, really? I mean, it's a time for light, airy stuff, stuff that sits closer to the skin. That being said, a lot of fragrances have really, really bad performance, and at the price range they're at, it's just hard to justify. So even though there's some scents that I really like, it's almost like a body spray that's $200, so it's like not even worth it for me. I'm gonna admit all of those. There's quite a few that, yes, I like the scent profile a lot, but I'm not, if I'm not really excited to spend like $200 for a body spray and it's not a best fragrance for me, why should it be on my list? Like, this list is very personal to me and I'm sharing it with you guys. And I don't want to recommend you go try something and then you really like it on a card and then you buy it and then it lasts 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, my standard for performance in a summer fragrance isn't astronomically high, but I would like it to last till my lunch break or at least last a couple hours. And sadly, there's a lot of great smelling fragrances for the summer that don't even cut that. And in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, they're basically a skin scent. You can kind of think they're still there, but you'll notice you'll never get positive feedback from anyone at any time, no matter how much you spray, because it really, they're there, but they're just so close to the skin and so faint. The two that I'll mention that have abysmal performance, just because I like them and they're not really brought up too often, would be Penhaligon's Juniper Sling. That actually might be my favorite summer fragrance of all time for its scent profile alone. Really beautiful stuff, very sharp, very green, and very natural smelling. And to me, it has like a really good dose of ambroxan. I think people can hear juniper and think, oh, gentle fluidity silver or gin. And I really don't think it's like that at all. I think the play on juniper is very soapy, very green, extremely well done. There's nothing like it. People compare it to Creed Original Vetiver. I like Original Vetiver, but it really has nothing on Juniper Sling, just in scent profile alone. Like, Juniper Sling is one of the best smelling fragrances I've ever smelt in my life, but it lasts like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So if you're at a Penhaligon's booth in like a Neiman Marcus, try out Juniper Sling for the fun of it, but I wouldn't go in on buying it. I have a decant for personal enjoyment. I wear it when I go to the gym, but it's not like some I would ever get a bottle of. The other is Mind Games Blockade. As much as I'm burnt out on Aventus DNA, like, I'm sick of Aventus. Like, you ever just get so sick of a scent profile because you've been just overexposed to it? As much as I am, I have to admit, Mind Games Blockade is really nice to me. It's really nice. It's not as masculine. That's one of the things I don't like about it, but I appreciate the twist it puts on Aventus DNA, and I really enjoy it. That it's basically a mango Aventus, and it has a bit of tomato leaf that just gives it an interesting kick. It's super fresh and bright and really invigorating. The good thing about this is Mind Games tends to be at like Dillard's and Macy's, so you can pick up Blockade and just try it for yourself. Granted, that fragrance and a lot of Mind Games are just grossly overpriced. I'll say the Montaigne inspiration of Mind Games Blockade, Palisade, is pretty good. Like, it's pretty solid. So if you try out Blockade at like a Dillard's and you enjoy it and you really like it, but you don't want to spend like crazy money for a bottle or you can't afford it right now, the Montaigne Palisade is actually a pretty good summer scent. And that kind of leads me into Aventus Cologne. I really like Aventus Cologne. I think it's more masculine than Blockade. I think it's a really good scent for the summer. Masculine, it really has that Aventus style going for it, but it's not as oak mossy and woody. It's not as mature. It's not as challenging. It's more safe. I really like Aventus Cologne. If I wasn't so burned out on Aventus DNA myself, I might pursue it. But I really just wear OG Aventus and got rid of all the alternatives to it. I just stick with the original. That being said, Aventus Cologne, if you haven't tried it, it's definitely worth trying. I work with a guy and I've shown him literally everything. Everything I've reviewed on this channel. And his number one and the only niche fragrance he owns is Aventus Cologne. So it seems to like just really resonate with some people, and other people like me, I don't know. I feel like I'm just burned out on it. Next is Creed Original Vetiver. Original Vetiver is one of the Creeds with more decent performance. It's very soapy. It smells like, man, I'm gonna tell you, just it smells like Fruit Loops to me, but in like the best way possible. Super soapy, sharp. To me, it smells expensive. It's really well done. It's like a jack of all trades. You could wear it anywhere. Like you could wear it in a suit and tie. You could wear it in shorts and a t-shirt. You could wear it in the high heat summer or the cold of winter. I think it's one of the fragrances that gets close to Irish Spring soap. So if you can imagine like an Irish Spring soap with like a Fruit Loop sweetness, that's going to get you in the ballpark. I feel like Original Vetiver is not talked about enough. It's really good. It really lines up with a lot of the scents that are trending right now. And it's, I think just because it's not, it was released so long ago, that's the only reason people don't talk about it. Like I really feel if Louis Vuitton came out with Original Vetiver, the same scent in a bottle and gave it some sparkly name, that people would be like, oh, it's the greatest Louis Vuitton ever made. Like I really believe that. Next up is Wulong Cha by Nishani. Great opening. Beautiful tea scent. And I mean, with tea scents, a lot of them like Silver Mountain Water, Imagination, I'm smelling them, I'm like, tea, really? But this Wulong Cha actually smells like tea. Like I get the bitterness of tea leaves, something that's more akin to like Tenor 29 or like a real tea scent. Almost like you're opening a bag of tea and you smell the bitterness, the earthiness of it, but super fresh with lemon peel. And it smells almost like a lemon tea, but super natural and organic. Beautiful, bright opening. Unfortunately, for me, this fragrance falls flat, okay? So just be aware of that. Like, it's one of those ones that just shines for the first hour, and then it kind of turns into a basic citrus. That being said, there's nothing really like it because it's a bitter tea, like literally an ice cold lemon tea with lemon peel and bitter leaves, and it's really beautiful for that first hour and something else. Next up we have Imagination, one of my loves, absolutely love it. A lot of you tried it. If not, you definitely should. Turquoise amber, translucent. It wasn't like I smelt Imagination and it was an instant love. To me, it was a bit too playful and I just didn't get it. But the more I wore it, and the more I wanted to wear it. It's one of those ones that really grows on you. Very nice, clean, easy reach, soapy. It's got a unique turquoise kind of vibe, and the citrus is just blended to perfection. Has this scent profile that I just smell it and I'm like, man, I don't know what's in it, but there's something very special about that fragrance to me. And it's how perfectly it's blended and almost like it has this note in it that I just find super addictive. Next, we have Pacific Chill. I actually really like Pacific Chill. I like that it captures the essence of fruit so well. It really smells like a green peach to me, like not a fully ripe peach. Or if it did smell like a fully ripe peach, I don't think I'd go for it. But because it's more green, like a peach that hasn't fully ripened yet, you get the fiber of the peach, like almost that green kind of fruit kind of feel, and then you get the sweetness of the peach. So it's just not all like buttery sweet peach. That would be kind of gross to me. Instead, it's got like this almost like it's really capturing every layer of the fruit. Like it's capturing the sweetness, the fiber, the bitterness, the earthiness, and it's all together and it's super refreshing. Really like Pacific Chill. I get decent performance out of it. I think it's definitely worth trying, and it is unique. I can't really think of anything that captures fruit like that. Next up, we have Reflection Man. Now, I really like Reflection Man. Actually, it's my scent of the week. I'll warn you, some people get a tortilla smell, and I used to think that was crazy until I smelt this blindfolded, and then I smelt the tortilla smell. Like luckily, when I went back to smelling it normal, like, I don't get the tortilla smell anymore. Also, it is pretty floral. Some people could think this is too floral. Some people could think it smells like a grandma fragrance. I don't think this one's blind buy safe at all. But that being said, I really enjoy this. I enjoy how the floral is just neutral and it's super fresh and it's got this really nice sweetness that gives me this Eastern vibe personally. But it really does have the almost, I don't want to say vanillic sweetness because the sweetness isn't thick or dense at all. It's super fresh. Like this is the sweetest summer fragrance that works for me because the sweetness is almost like ethereal light and it's super complex with like almost a floral freshness. It has a lot going on. It's dense, it's deep, but yet at the same time, I could wear this in the heat and be fine. It's fresh. It's easy to wear. Next up is Torino 21. I really like Torino 21. It's one of those ones that changed on me, like as I wore it. At first, I got a lot of just green, like the freshness of grass extracted, no earthiness at all, just a lot of green, like a super sharp, clean green scent that was unlike anything else. And the citrus was like in the background, but the more I wore Torino 21, the more the citrus came to the front, and it started smelling like literally like a lemonade to me, like one you would get from like I don't know, from like Chick-fil-A, like those lemonade frosties or something. Like it just started smelling like straight up lemonade in the best way possible with like a slight green underneath. So that's one that flipped on me. So if you try Torino 21, I think it's a good fragrance. It performs well. It's not really my thing. I think it's worth trying because of the unique factor and everything about it. But if you try Torino 21 and you don't like it at first, give it a chance. Give it a couple wears, because for me, the scent changed, and you might like what it changes into. Next up is Safran Colognise by Nishani. I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably did it horribly. But I'm going off memory. It's been a while since I wore that one, but I remember being very impressed with it when I was going through a ton of samples, like very impressed. And what impressed me is it's like leather, okay? A summer leather fragrance that actually works. The leather is very, very like new leather feel, like very fresh leather. With that, you're getting a really nice citrus that's just honestly, and then you get the saffron with it, but the saffron's not like Baccarat Rouge or any of that style. It's like literally the saffron plant. Blended really well, super unique. I think it's definitely worth trying, especially for leather lovers that want something in the summer. That one's, and it's also underpriced in my opinion, because I think it's really well done, and it's not as expensive as a lot of the things on this list. Next up is Vibrato, my love and joy. I love Vibrato. Probably my favorite on this list, to be honest. What I love about Vibrato is it's just so sparkly to me. Like it has an it factor. It's just so alive, and it's also so classy. It's got this almost ginger ale-esque spice that makes it not go juvenile, with this grapefruit that's just perfectly fresh. Everything is super balanced. Absolutely love this scent. It's not crazy strong for me. I mean, I read online, people say that, oh, it's the strongest fragrance ever made. That's not it for me. It's a pretty good performer for the summer. 6, 7, 8 hours, I believe, off of memory. I never felt like it's crazy strong, but I get good performance. A lot of layers, a lot of depth. I have owned both Vibrato and Tiger. I prefer Vibrato. I like the direction Tiger goes because it kind of has a more manly smoothness in the dry down. But Vibrato just ultimately feels more alive, more well done. Like it feels more expensive when I smell it. You ever like not wear a fragrance for a while, you spray it, and you're like, dang, I forgot how good it is. Like Vibrato really has that effect for me. If you had tried Tiger and you didn't like it, I wouldn't try Vibrato. They're pretty similar. Like you probably won't like Vibrato either. Next up is Gentle Fluidity Silver. A lot of people are gonna say gin and tonic. I get it. My brain doesn't make that association. I think that's a drink I don't like, and it's been a long time since I've drank anything at all. I also find drinking like a more bitter experience. What I get from Gentle Fluidity Silver is I get like a pine plant, not something Christmassy at all, like a very foresty, almost pine forest with really cold air and a bit of ambroxan, giving it a manly smell. Really classy, like it's super classy for the summer, super fresh, decent performance, and unlike anything out there. Next up is Gotta Fire. Grossly overpriced. I personally wouldn't buy it, but that opening is so amazing. The mango, fresh cut. The dry down, it gets a little flat, and it just becomes kind of like a mango smoothie smell. But that first hour, Gotta Fire is amazing. And even in the dry down, I still like the scent profile. I feel like it's a great one for the summer. I heard Vulcan Few is a really good alternative that's a lot less expensive. That's one I'm definitely planning on looking at for this channel. It's one of those ones, Gotta Fire, I really like the DNA. I think it's worth having. It's not for everyone, but the original is just overpriced. I would look for an alternative for sure. All right, that's my list for the summer. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave comments with things you found that you really enjoy, that you want to share with other people, things that you think I should try out, and I'll give them a try, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.